guys, welcome back. I know I'm not going to get the most views on this, but I really wanted to check this car out for a very long time, and now I have. This is a 2008 E93 M3, so it's the hardtop convertible, and I just got through driving it. Let's take a look at the interior and see how well it's held up over time. And now for the button test. And now for the final button. $64,000 miles, not bad at all. Alright, so I hate to say it, but this interior was a little bit squeaky, although this car is from 2008, so I didn't expect it to be perfect. In fact, some areas were pretty solid. It's just the areas that did squeak were very loud and squeaky, I'm afraid. Yeah, I mean, there's no really easy way to say this. I know I'm going to upset a few BMW fanboys. 5 out of 10 for fit and finish is what this car really deserves. Wouldn't stop me from buying it, though. Now, as far as materials go, things are looking not too special in here, especially for a full-blooded M car of the day. But they're not bad either, so let me get into it. You do have the soft touch vinyl all over the dash and on the top of the door. The middle of the door, we have stitched leather, which is nice, and then I guess this like inner part where you grab the handle and by the window switches, that's all hard, crappy plastic, which I suppose is typical of the class. Now guys, I love M steering wheels, BMW M Sport or full-blooded M steering wheels. This is a full-blooded M one, no exception. It's just so nice and thick to grab, and I love the M color stitching in here. I mean, the color's kind of faded over time. That's to be expected. Still looks and feels very nice. I love this steering wheel quite a bit. Guys, help me out a little bit here. I think the main trim in here is some kind of other version of the soft touch vinyl, but it's kind of patterned in a way where it looks like carbon fiber, but when you touch it, it's obviously like some kind of soft material. It doesn't have any give like the material up here. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't know why they would make it look like carbon fiber instead of just giving us carbon fiber, but that's what they did. The seats themselves are full real leather, no nonsense, no man-made BS. Even has the M logo stamped in the headrest, which is very nice. The only thing about these particular seats is they feel a little dry. Like this leather feels dry as hell. It could use some moisturizer. Other than that, good leather, good seats. I like it. The headliner, if you can call it that, since this is a soft top technically, is fabric. Not a lot of give, and it's not the smoothest fabric. Kind of crappy fabric. And then we have ourselves like a soft touch vinyl sun visor. Could be a lot worse. And then the buttons and switchgear in this car are pretty typical of what you would find in a BMW from this era, really. And maybe even from the era that came afterwards. So the buttons and switches don't feel bad or anything. They don't feel outrageously special to press down on. Neither is the surface of the button, but I don't know. I don't know what else to say about them, really. They get the job done, I guess. And then I almost forgot to mention the outside of the map pocket here is the soft touch vinyl. If we go inside of this rear one here, it's just plastic on the inside. And then we got this guy here. This is like sort of like a fuzzy sort of satin finish. Not really satin, but like a fuzzy material, like a thin fuzzy material. You get the idea. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10 for materials. So there you guys have it. Your final score is going to be 5 out of 10 for fit and finish, 6 out of 10 for materials. Please let me know your thoughts. I couldn't do too many pulls in this car because you have no idea how difficult it is, or maybe you do have an idea. It is difficult to steer and hold a camera or my phone and change gears at the same time. I don't have 3 arms. So hopefully the driving video is somewhat acceptable. But anyway, how does this car drive? This car feels very modern, like modern BMW, and very analog at the same time. So I mean, these older cars have, of course, hydraulic power steering. They automatically are going to feel more connected to the road, and they're much heavier than electronic power steering, which I prefer the way these hydraulic power steering units feel. And then the engine is interesting. I don't know if I was driving this in the wrong mode or not. Maybe I was. I didn't hit this M button before I went for the drive, so I may have to revisit this. But when I floored it, well, I didn't really floor it per se. I did give it some gas. It didn't feel that quick, although I know the horsepower number on this car is a lot higher than the torque number is. Like, I think my CLS 500 actually has quite a bit more torque than this car, and my car is not an AMG or an M car for that matter. So yeah, I guess different characteristic. You do feel some power in this car, especially when the revs are, I think, above 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. That's when you really kind of feel the push. And that's just a characteristic of this engine, I believe. But the power felt adequate. The manual transmission felt fine. A little bit notchy, but nothing I couldn't handle. And like I said, the steering was good. The handling was all right. There's nothing to really complain about the overall driving experience. This is, in some people's opinions, the greatest M3 ever made, or the best M3, because this was the only one offered with that V8. So, I don't know. I don't know if this is one of those, like, meet your heroes moments. Would I rather have this over, like, a newer M2? Because that one was really sharp. I don't know. I don't know what I would rather have. I do like the fact that this is a hardtop convertible rather than a soft top. I know I said ragtop earlier when talking about the headliner. That's my bad. Gonna have to edit that out. But yeah, it's a good driving car, and these have depreciated a bit. 64,000 miles isn't bad, but they are asking under 25 grand for this car. It is currently for sale as I film this, so if you want to buy it for yourself, hit me up. Even after I did my little test here, it is for sale. buildqualitytest@gmail.com. Anyway, catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.